Greetings and salutations, everybody. Lord X here once again, and we are playing some more Sakura Spirit. If you didn't see the first episode I did, go check it out and you'll know what's coming in this one then. Just expect boobs. You'd be kidding me if I wasn't in there. Then where the hell was I? Hey, no talking. Come on. I don't want to bop you that much. Kinda. Maybe a punch or two. I just want to know how the heck you block my strikes so easily. Your attack had a lot of power behind it, but it was kind of predictable. With the right movement and enough force, that's the result you get. Anyway, I'll play along for a bit. Where in the world are we? This clearly isn't my hometown. I mean, the buildings look more like they belong in some sort of classic samurai movie. Huh? What the heck is a movie? This is Haramaru. It's been here forever. Akagi, I thought I told you to silence him when he spoke again. Actually, you told me that I could, but you didn't tell me that I had to. It must be tough being the subordinate of someone like that. Be quiet or I will silence you for good. This time, it didn't seem to be an idle threat. The girl had unsheathed her katana and was now resting the edge of the blade against my throat. I was already starting to regret having played a hero earlier. Hopefully there would be someone with more common sense in the village. And I'm hoping, several minutes later, I'm hoping this time around as well, I get to make some choices. Because so far this has been, just like reading a book and getting my reactions to it. And I'm really not going to read all this dialogue. I'll keep it up if you want to read it. Read it to yourself. I'm reading it to myself as well, but I've ran out of water, so I really don't want to use up all of my voice. I already told you I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Not to mention, anything worn by you would probably smell sour. Oh, dude, you just did the wrong thing. I couldn't see too well from the cell there, and they had put me, but I was almost certain I could hear the room laughing nearby. He's got me down the room. He was correct to understand it. I believe he was working together with the fox spirits to steal panties and other objection. Huh? What are you objecting to? The evidence surrounding the defiance accusation was fabricated. However, Sam, would you please answer this question for the judge? Was the defendant, that is, myself, anywhere near those girls when you two were in pursuit of them? Hold it. Just who are you calling a judge here? Lower your voice or I will strike you down. Hey, Mio-san. Maybe the whole angry accusation thing isn't working. This guy clearly isn't a bandit. We could just ask him why he was up there in the woods. If he has a valid reason, then sure. If not, then he's clearly a panty thief. And we'll use him as a punching bag in the yard. Finally, and here I thought I was about to become a turnabout case. I sighed deeply, partly amused by my own act despite the seriousness of the situation. Who would have ever thought mimicking characters from games and movies would end up getting me out of trouble? As long as I didn't become an ace prisoner, things would hopefully turn out for the better. A wise idea, Naomi-chan. How about you start by giving us your name? Gushin Takaharu. So what were you doing in the forest when these two were chasing after thieves? I'm not entirely sure myself. At one moment I was praying at a shrine hidden inside the forest. Next thing I knew, some weird girl was talking to me. A girl? Yeah, a girl with horns and a tail. I know it sounds weird, but I could have sworn I saw her before. I must have fainted. After that, I woke up somewhere in the forest. Do you recall the stories behind the shrine there? Forgive me, Alderson, I do not recall. I know it's a place of high spiritual energy, a sacred place, but I can't remember the details. Sorry, Grandfather. That shrine belongs to Sari, a powerful spirit that has been watching over our village for as long as anyone can remember. Unlike the fox spirits, we tend to avoid getting too deep into the horrors. I still think I could get rid of those pests once and for all if you just let me go in and find their home. It's probably hidden in some damp cave on the hill or some rundown old house. Whew, humans and spirits rarely mean anything they do. Well, I'm just trying to Charlie Brown voice here to liven things up. It's miles. He was outside with something called a movie, and he used some fighting techniques that I've never seen before. He is still a pervert. I am not a pervert. It's perfectly natural for a guy my age to be curious about certain things. Besides, if you were talking about how those panties ended up on my face, I had nothing to do with it. What did you just call me? I ought to smash your face to pieces, right? Oh! Wait, now that I think of it, those two foxes did look like they were just abandoning them. But grandfather, what does all this mean? Can't be certain, however, as he is unlikely he's working together with the fox spirit. Still, I have never heard of any human to come upon a spirit such as Cassandra. I dare say he might not even be of this world. Wait, are you trying to say I'm in a different world now? That would be the most logical explanation. In what world would that be considered logical? But I have an important participate in 2 weeks from now. Well, no one has ever experienced something like this before. We have to think of how to deal with you, or it's even possible to get you back to your own world. In the meantime, a night in the cell won't hurt. He did assault a village yard, and he arrested a rest. He could stay here until he rots for all I care, but I expect the elder will wish to have a talk with you soon. Akagi, I'm willing to clean myself off. I suggest you do the same. Knowing that I stink. That was one hell of a run. Those fox spirits run fast. I'd still like to know more about those techniques. To be honest, I might want to go a few rounds with you. It's not like I'm going to be going anywhere for the time being. It's only for a few hours while we discuss what to do with you. A person such as yourself would end up causing quite the commotion amongst the villagers, so it's necessary to convince them that you mean them no harm before we release you. And that was how I found myself stuck in a jail cell, while the people responsible for my situation left to deal with personal errands. This sucks, as if being sent off to a different world wasn't bad enough. I'm stuck in jail with my only company being a pair of beautiful, magnificent, majestic fox sisters, you lucky boy. A pair of wait a second. Yeah, yahoo! Hi there, Penny boy. A familiar face appeared at the top of my cell, a blonde girl with golden eyes. As I watched, she flipped over and landed in front of the cell, waving her hands at me. From the side of the cell, another girl appeared, a weary grin on her face. That's the bandy thieves. If you're here to reclaim your hostages, they're already back to where they belong. Nope, we saw the guard going to the baths, and I thought she pulled out a pair of lacy silken underwear from her sleeve and stretched it with her thumbs, showing off her panty prize to me. We came all the way back here to snatch their underwear again. I'm not sure the Sunny Fire fits that label. The cutie with the katana? You would be surprised if I happen to believe that she is as innocent as one can be. She seems far too uptight to let any man touch her. As for returning to the village, we have a debt to settle. I smiled weakly as I wondered what the fox meant by debt. Not too sure what the depth of your debt. Why can I not say debt right now? Yours might be, but I think you'd better leave before those two return. You don't seem to be on friendly terms with those samurai guys. Wait, if he doesn't know about it, we can just leave him to some. Neko, that is not how we do things. Young man, your actions allowed us to escape our early predicament within our... This places us in your debt, for which we will never remind you. Mikio, do the magic. Okay. The younger girl walked forward and placed her hands upon the locked door of the cage. She was mumbling something I couldn't begin to understand, and her hands began glowing brightly. Different worlds, girls wielding weapons, and now fox girls using magic. Next on the list, I'm going to find a talkative magical sword and end up destined to save the world. That said, I was curious to see what this magic would do to the lock keeping me in prison. Yeah! Well then, we did well. Right? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be the most surprised about. The fact that a girl just melted a steel lock, or that I'm starting to accept that this is normal. This level of magic is extraordinary. Mikio-chan is quite gifted. But as I said, we are here to settle our debt. If you like, we could escort you back to the forest where we first encountered you. I do, however, suggest that you decide quickly. The guards do not stay for long. I should know. I have observed them for a while. Well, I don't plan on sticking around, so I'll gladly accompany the two of you out of here. Oh, come on, that would have made a great decision point right there. Either go with them or stay here with the other group. Lead the way, peeping Kenny. Makio. Sakurenio Makiko, not Kenny. Takahara, but I suggest we keep the introductions for later. Very well then, Taki-kun. Follow. As I was stepping into the cell, the sound of a familiar voice boomed in the distance. Thieves! Crafty, foxy, kleptomaniacs. I'll skin you alive. I think that's our cue to get out of here. And with that, the three of us departed out of the prison. Okay. Wow. That's pretty much what happened. According to the village elder, there's supposed to be a shrine somewhere in the forest. It might be the same one I visited before I got caught in this. Goodness, that seems like a terrible situation. I know that spirits such as Sandre enjoy playing with me, but that seems a little cruel of her. I would speak with her myself, but Fox Spirit and I laid near the shrine. Huh? I thought the reason we never go there is because we get all flustered whenever Su-chan's around. Shut up. Knock it down. I didn't realize that they keep getting embarrassed like that. Maybe you two could show me the way to the shrine somehow. The layout of the course seems different from where we were, which pretty much meant that the area's map was useless now. You do not understand, there is more to the ways of spirits than meets the eye, Taki-kun. I will try to navigate you to the shrine, but if Sasori does not want us there, we will simply not get there. The only places we can navigate to directly are our home and the village. We could use gate magic, but that takes a super long time to cast, and unless I concentrate really hard, it usually ends up taking us someplace not fun. I think I prefer taking the ground route, but thanks for the offer, Mikio-chan. That's right, Sakura Mikio, at your service. Yay, my first human friend. Silly girl. Not that I doubt your navigation skills or anything, but did we cross this path a while ago? Oh, you're right. Wait, are we back here on the time? I thought you were leading the way. Wait. I think if we turn this way, cut through these trees, we might... The girl seemingly disappeared out of sight. She stepped in between two tall trunks. Oh dear God. I'm gonna have to censor this next image, aren't I? I ran towards the trees and looked to see the girl, arms flailing wildly, neck in deep slowing river. Oni-sama, quick, please, you have to help her. I'm begging you. I'll do whatever you want. Just please save her. Okay. Before I hit the next button, I think we all know what's coming next. Just an excuse to show her wrath. That's all. Help! Okay, here we go. It doesn't look that deep. You know, just telling your sister she can't swim. Neither of us can. Please, Takio-sama, please rescue my sister. Guess I had no choice. Smiling weakly, I pulled off my jacket and dove into the river. The cold water sending shivers over my spine and sprang for Makio, who, despite the lack of a strong current, was slowly disappearing under the water. Urged on by the words hearing Makio, I tried to reach the girl as quickly as possible. It took me a few strokes before I reached her, but by the time I grabbed a hold of her and pulled her out of the water, she had lost consciousness. She's not breathing. I felt my stomach drop. Dreadful thoughts of what might happen if I didn't do something to until my mind. What could I possibly do? CPR? I don't know what that is. She's not breathing. Help her. Please help her. Please wake up. Okay, but I need to concentrate. Can you find something to dry her off with? Right. Great. The mage was out of revive spell. As if trying to seal my nerves for what was I about to do, I muttered these words just before leaving. All I could remember from my first aid training was that the patient had to be in a so-called recovery position, and I had to blow air into her mouth and push down on their chest. My heart pounded faster and faster as I looked down at the hospital. I could feel my cheeks heating up with the blood crossing. Oh dear God. Why am I playing this again? I could have just called this another Suffers At series. Yep. Who didn't see this coming? Okay, nothing's showing, so I think I am pretty much safe for showing this at least. Ahem, if you were this desperate for a kiss, you could have just asked. I know I am a beautiful, exquisite creature, but pushing me into the river so you can play a hero is a bit too much, Taki-kun. Yeah, it's not like that. I went in to save you. Oh ho ho, why thank you, a valiant hero. Your rescue must not mean I'm the greatest swimmer. But you know, it's often better to get permission from the maiden you rescued before you claim them as your reward, silly. I didn't have a choice. I either claimed your lips or death would have claimed you instead. And a bold choice that was. Where is Makio? I hope she didn't try and save me first. She's even worse at swimming than I am. She's fine, she could be hitting back here right now. In that case, I believe we have enough time. So what about it, Taki-kun? My little sister will be back in a few minutes. And I am sure a boy like you will probably have never kissed a girl before, so how about it? Want to claim me as this maiden's lips? Don't make me toss you back into the river. Aw, such a shame too. I was looking forward to finding out just how sweet your lips tasted. I'm not too sure I want to find out what a wet fox tastes like. Oh, I assure you, I taste a lot better when— oh dear God! Why am I playing this? For some reason, I don't think we're talking about the same thing anymore. I felt my cheeks flushing up slightly at Mikio's teasing words, and I awkwardly scratched my cheek. Anyway, at this rate, you're going to catch a cold. Then perhaps you could warm me up, Taki-kun. More importantly, we need to get you out of those soggy clothes. Oh my, Taki-kun, so bold. Please, won't you unbutton my top for me? If you insist. Really? Really? What the hell? My fingers shook as I reached down to the laces of her bodice. I was blushing brightly. My head was spinning as I felt my fingers touch the cloth. Before I could continue any further, I had a whoosh behind me, and I felt something heavy impact against my body. My body topped forward, and I felt a nasty blow at the back of my head. Oh, Nia-sama, I brought that— oh no, Takako. I could barely focus on the blonde fox being a fuss over me, but it was no good. Between running my butt off all day, the Susan retirement, and the following rescue, and now the blow to my head, I felt myself slip into unconsciousness. Later that day, I'm going to end things here before things get even weirder, and we'll just continue on the next episode. So folks, until then, I've been Lord X, you've been awesome. Clearly Ride to Hell has extinguished every bit of my sanity because I'm now playing these kind of games, and I will catch you next time.